Greetings everyone and welcome back to the story of the Sanguine Dirge and their colony, the Noble's Rest. Of course, we are back in Rimworld, where in the last episode we fended off a raid from the Broken Empire. Though they're not particularly broken, they showed up with some of the best gear that I've ever seen. Sadly, we weren't able to get any of that amazing gear. That being said, what kind of gear have you got? You've got a shield belt that I would absolutely like to take off you. However, let's have a look at you. You've got an infection. It's minor at the moment, but how hot is this room? That is not a hot enough room for me to let you go. Okay, well, we've got a lot of things in this episode that we need to do, and the first thing is realistically clean up everything that's gone on here and try and take care of those who were badly injured. Dark Aavak is doing his best, trying to help people out where he can. Poor Bone Dragon, though, having to sleep on the floor because I've given his bed away once again. You know what? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and take care of Bone Dragon's current bed situation. Let's have a quick look. Furniture. Making a bed, we could, I think. Let's have a quick gander. We've easily got enough wood. That being said, I would actually rather not use wood as much as... No, we don't have... Oh no, we've got quite a lot of marble blocks. I could make another bed. And you know what? Having a marble bed might be quite nice in general, simply because later on we could then put that into our prison. And nothing says you should join this colony like being put up in a marble bed. That being said, a bed made of marble doesn't necessarily sound the most comfortable. And nevertheless, we are going to build a copy. And since we've got a handy-dandy room right here, we're going to pop that down there. And that can be Bone Dragon's bed for the moment while his bedroom is being used as a prison. We've got a lot of other things that we need to get done. There's so much damage to the colony right now. So much that we need to haul in. So very many things. Let's have a look at our animals. Siphon, Yoko, you are now back to being allowed outdoors. Actually, no, you're allowed to be unrestricted. Siphon, however, I'm gonna keep you. Yeah, you're gonna stick to the macabre schedule right now. You're ill. I don't want you going out. Yoko is more than capable of going out and hauling things in for us. That would actually be great. Let's have a quick gander. You're currently tending to Aziz. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad about this. Let's have a look at everyone else doing okay. Generally speaking, I mean, yeah, Ika's sort of alright, but we'll see how that goes. I think overall we're doing okay right now. What is wrong with Aziz? Oh, that's right, Aziz has the flu. Don't worry. Animals have fantastic immune systems, much better than colonists, and will generally get better even if not treated. That is one of the nice things about animals, is in general, they're going to be fine. However, it is going to take us a little while to get everyone back on top of things. Power-wise, we're doing so good that I am actually considering getting rid of our very earliest power generating structures. We're running currently off 2 geotherms, which are outputting enormous amounts of power, and we could easily hook up a third. At that point, we would have no restriction to our power needs, and so we could repurpose this entire area for indoors. Again, for those of you who are new to the series, or of which there are quite a few at this point, we are in a world which has a permanent toxic fallout. It also has climate cycles, which means that the planet is on a highly elliptical orbit. And as such, the seasons last a lot longer than one might expect. The winter, the planet swings out to extreme orbits, and so it gets very cold for a very long time. Also, we just had a ZT event, which is unfortunate, really. As if we need any more of this. Oh, my lord. Bone Dragon, where are you? You're already heading down to try and help out. This room already almost killed a bunch of people because it was so bloody hot from mortar shells dropping in here and setting everything on fire. This is the very last thing that we needed. Oh my goodness. Please fix the everything. We actually need to sort this place out as well because it is presently exposed. Okay, to help building the roof. Because right now, poor Pepster is in there. Rather chilly. And because of the vents, this is causing a lot of other issues in general. Dark Aavak is fully healed now without any need to have medical attention. Had a crack in, I believe it was his left bionic leg. I could be wrong about that. It might have been his right arm. Either way, the nanites did their job and repatched up the metal fatigue that he had experienced. Perhaps some of the artificial tendons had been torn, so on and so forth. But it's all been fixed now. We have actually started to expand this zone out quite nicely. Let's continue expanding it out. Only Dark Aavak is allowed down here to do the mining, because we don't want everyone else seeing all of these bodies. But I think we're probably going to have to start chopping some people up soon, simply because we need the human leather for a couple of projects. And of course, Dark Aavak will be especially happy with the gnomes. Let's check out over here. Yeah, we've got these temperatures where they need to be, generally speaking. Ooh. I'm not entirely certain that I really want this room with a different heating level. 23, 25. Honestly, these are going to be torn aside soon enough. So I'm actually going to tell these to be deconstructed right now. Let's get them pulled down. We need to finish off some of the area around here. And the sooner we can do that, the better. And allow heat to move through this entire central heating pipe that we've got running through the length of our colony, hooking up both geothermal power plants. So we're using up the kind of the waste heat that a geotherm produces in addition to its power to supplement the heaters dotted around the colony, because of the extreme climate cycle and the fact that we've got permanent toxic fallout, which does kind of bog the sky down in particulates, which shields it from the heat of the sun. As a result, we're always on the colder side in this colony. So having this, trying to reuse as much of the waste heat as we can is a pretty important step, and keeps a few things, cuts down on a couple of problems for us. Now, as for you, I would like to reduce your resistance, if only to, fulfill G's kind of social interaction requirements, maybe build some friendships, but we are going to release G. G is not going to be kept as a prisoner. I don't actually think we've even looked at them. They're steadfast, neurotic, incapable of plant working or animals. They're actually not a bad person to take on. But they represent more of a useful scenario for us than just taking on as colonists. As much as I would like the extra pair of hands to do work around the colony, they will help us further restore our standing with the Broken Empire. They realistically present the most dangerous threat to our colony, because they show up with sometimes psychers, but oftentimes very, very well-equipped soldiers. Not having them raid us anymore would give us a lot more breathing room than we've got right now. It does come with its own drawbacks, because, there is a small chance of us getting very high-tech weaponry by dealing with raids from the Broken Empire, but I feel that the danger outweighs the potential for rewards in that scenario, so I would sooner take care of that if we could, really. I'm seeing a lot of snow in certain spots where various mortar shells from the recent raid got through, and there's an awful lot of stuff that I need to repair still. An awful lot of stuff that we need to repair. That will come with time, but for now, I'm not so sure. We've got a couple of other odds and sods around the place that we need to take care of. Right now, I think the main thing is I'm going to start moving our colonists based on their general level of toxic buildup onto either outdoors or completely unrestricted. Now, we have to use outdoors for everyone but Dark Aavak, because only Dark Aavak is okay with seeing bodies, and outdoors specifically prohibits access to the special secret larder that we've built up for human corpses. Dark Aavak, of course, quite enjoys going in there because it reminds him of the delicious human noms that he's going to eat, that he has, to his credit, forgone for a little while. He's going through a meditative phase for the betterment of the colony, while everyone else's moods are a little bit wobbly. He's turning away from cutting people up and eating them. No one else eats them, but they still don't like it when he cuts them up. Just sticking them in the freezer and no one knows that it's there, that seems to not bother them as much. Oddly, really, when you think about it, let's be perfectly perfectly honest about this one. That is a bit of a weird one. Actually, IK, you know what? You can stay on the squeamish zone and just stay in home because you are so badly wounded. As for Bone Dragon, our human weapon, you can go outdoors. Even though you're a little slow because of the left big toe, your foot is just messed up due to frostbite. Your prosthetic leg, because I believe Bone Dragon was on a peg leg for a while, the prosthetic leg is massively helped. That's doing a huge job to restoring your ability to move around. Now, sadly, Pepster with the left arm destroyed. You can go out as well on outdoors. There we go. I don't think we've actually got anyone else in the colony who currently has... yeah, you're not going to be going out. You can stay on Screamish there, Ugrak. Soulwind, you're going to be down for 27 days because I'm not going to be giving you the Glitterworld meds to cure your paralytic abrasion when it'll fix itself, given enough time. That is way too much. But overall, we should see a little bit more work being done around the colony. It is the 10th of December, coming up to 5 p.m. There's lots of work to do, just cleaning up after the last fight and hopefully restoring some of the damage that was done by all of the various mortars. Dark Aavak going off to meditate to some graves, as is his desire every now and then. Dark Aavak, our resident psyker, needs to restore his psychic focus by meditating to things he cares about, and Dark Aavak has a particular interest in matters pertaining to life and, of course, death. But I'm going to drop a cut here, and we're going to skip a little bit of time, and I shall bring you back when there is something interesting to report. Welcome back, everyone. It is currently the 12th of December, coming on to 7 in the evening. And as you can see, G is awake. Alive and well, though won't stay alive and well for very long. Is suffering from some hypothermia right now because we've stripped them. I really wanted that shield belt. However, I've gone ahead and I've moved some things around so I can build a little shelf in here. We're going to make this a critically important shelf. Now, I'm going to show you how you can get your prisoners to wear things. As long as they are up and about and able to move around on their own, you should be able to set up some things for them. I want pants, jackets, and t-shirts, because we have cloth pants, cloth jackets, and I believe cloth t-shirts available. Now, the question is, will they move from here to here? It's a pretty important question. Now, evil friend, will you take care of this for us? No, you can only force wear. Oh no, there we are. You can haul the jacket. Okay, well, let's get that on the move. That's well, actually, okay, not that one. That's a good one. Haul this one instead, please, and thank you. Is there a reason why you can't haul the cloth pants, I wonder? You should be able to move the cloth pants. A simple set of pants. Is that under something else, maybe? Either way, let's get that jacket in there. And following that, could you bring over... Oh, there's a good t-shirt. I'm not exactly thrilled with giving you a good t-shirt, but... we have got some normal... Oh, there we are. Move those cloth pants. Can we move these ones? No. How strange. It's of poor quality, certainly. Maybe these are just a little bit janky right now. Either way, you've got that on, so now you've got now your good temperatures as low as -2, and the temperature indoor right now is -13. Well, that is good. Unfortunately, you're going to be going outside where the temperature is -12, so let's at least get you some pants. And then following that, okay, fine, I'll give you the bloody t-shirt as well. I'm far too kind to these prisoners, I really am. I'm not going to give you a toque, though. That is not happening. And finally, the last little bit. There we go. Are you going to put that on? Or are you not? Let's have a look. You've got the pants on, so you now get down to -2. As soon as you put on that t-shirt, I'm hoping you will. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll decide that you don't want it. Sad Wanderer, Bone Dragon. This happened because of poor mood. Final straw was observing a rotting corpse. Yeah, that's going to wind a couple of people up. Dark Aavak is in actually a pretty bad mood, which is uncommon. Malnourished. What are you doing right now, Dark? Oh, ha! I gave you quite a lot of jobs in order to do. And to your credit, you've been doing them faithfully. But how about you go and satisfy your needs before you go berserk and then murder someone? Because, yeah, that would suck. You also need some sleep. Yeah, okay. You've observed many rotting corpses too. Dark Aavak is not immune to the sight of a corpse slowly decomposing in its own fluids. Yeah, not the best thing to witness, to be sure. It doesn't look like G wants to put on that shirt. You know what? Fine. We're going to move this around then. Let's clear that. I am going to reinstall this all the way up here. There we go, and that'll be then used for the sake of mortar ammo, and our prisoner shall be released. There you go. You can go off now. You're healthy, so that should mean that your empire is reasonably happy with us. Hopefully. This is going to go a good ways towards restoring our standing with the Broken Empire. Again, we initially got into bad standing with the Broken Empire because back when we started this playthrough, it was one of the main kind of functions of being able to use psycasts without having to have the right level within the Broken Empire was to side with the deserter and then go and raid a Broken Empire compound for their psycasts. But the game has changed significantly since then. Right, now what we are going to want is to set up mortar ammo. Where will that be? Will it be under here, I wonder? No. Okay, well, let's have a look into items, perhaps. Body parts, tech prints, no. None of these are what we want. We want ammo specifically. It's not going to be under apparel. That much I'm absolutely certain of. I've got a funny feeling it may be under this. Grenades, no. Let's look all down. Incendiary launchers. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, well, is it perhaps manufactured? It could well be under... there we go, mortar shells. Right, there we go. Both of you set up to accept mortar shells only, and hopefully we can get those moved over reasonably soon. We are starting to really expand into our much larger storage area now, and one of our mules is already hauling over the incendiary shells. Marvelous. Right, okay, next step in setting everything up, we want a wall over there, a wall down here, and this one to be broken into. But we will wait until this wall is constructed before we do that. We don't want our peeps to have to deal with massively dropping temperatures all of a sudden. But we are getting there. And you'll also notice we have finished the research on the tube television. Solwind is not going to go quite as insane as they were before. We're still going to have a lot of people popping in there to try and cheer them up socially, but now that they've got a television to watch while they're in bed, their need for that particular type of recreation is going to go down starkly. All right, let's get all of these taken out of here. Soon we're going to be able to set up a proper area for meditating to the Animus tree. Oh, a manhunter pack. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go and have a look. A pack of man-hunting fennec foxes have entered the area. Driven insane by the disease known as Scaria, they will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They won't attack doors unless they see someone go through the door. Hide inside and you'll be safe. They also won't attack powered-off turrets. Right, well, how... Oh, that's actually quite a lot of fennec foxes. My. All right, well, first and foremost, then, let's have... Sure, we'll have... Siphon and Yoko on Macabre. Everyone else is more or less inside, I guess. We could have our haulers... Yeah, let's keep them to the ranch for now. And keep Siphon and Yoko in the freezer until we've dealt with this particular threat. As for everyone else... Well, honestly, let's gather everyone together for this attack, realistically speaking. Now, first and foremost, let's move them all down hither. Let's get you inside. Only some of our turrets are currently active, but we'll hopefully be able to get a lot more going on with that. Now, it's going to take me a couple of minutes to get them all properly equipped. It is a bit of micromanaging, but it does massively improve their chances of not getting hurt. So I'm going to drop a cut here, and I'll bring you back in just a couple of moments, or with everyone in their... Who said that you were not due to be drafted? Get over here, you scallywag. There we go. And get them properly equipped with their armors and weapons, and I shall bring you back when we're ready to attack the Fennec Foxes. Okay, there we go. Everyone is now equipped as best they can. I have more or less allowed the colonists to grab the equipment as they want. I'm not forcing anyone to wear Dark Aavak's preferred helmet. In fact, that has gone to Ugrak, who managed to nab them first. Now, I took the decision to allow our melee specialists to equip first, and that is probably why. As a result, Winterblade and Bone Dragon already have the shields up. Ugrak does not have a shield belt yet, but our ranged combatants are completely unequipped in that regard. Now, let's get us over here. I may, in fact, bring along Yoko and Siphon for this one. In fact, yes, Yoko, Siphon, it has been far too long that you have been not allowed to accompany Dark Aavak into war. So let's get you over there. Siphon, actually the first to realize that they had been called. Perhaps thirsty for revenge after they were wounded in the last raid. Not that these are, strictly speaking, the people responsible for said damage, but either way. New quest has become available. Okay, well, we're going to lure the Fennec Foxes up here. A decent amount of them should be on their way. In fact, an awful lot of them. Right. Dark Aavak, you've still got the sniper weapon. Honestly, I probably should have given you something else. Maybe your masterwork bow again. Either way, though, we'll go with this. Now, Bone Dragon, I want one melee specialist in the middle of each group. There we go. If I can, that would be fantastic. Ugrak, you're going to be over there. Now, major break risk. Yes, I know. Quite a few people are a little bit upset right now. We haven't had the amount of time to sleep, etc. that we would usually like. There we go. Turrets are opening fire. There's going to be an awful lot of death over here. Now, Dark Aavak, I am absolutely okay with you using your psionic abilities. Let's go for a stun on this one. Okay, that was perhaps wasted, but either way, this is okay for now. Get a stun on you, please and thank you. Pop, thank you, and a stun on this one as it approaches. Bone Dragon should be able to take them out. The Wargs will get involved. The Wargs are already involved. Now, Dark Aavak has already gotten to the limit of his abilities in regards to safely using stun, but we can use pain block when necessary. Ugrak, I would like you over here to help out Winterblade. There's a lot of enemies right there. Let's have a look at Siphon. Actually, you've taken quite a few hits from this one Fennec Fox. I'm sort of impressed. I'm not going to lie. It's done a good job against you. Quite a warrior, to be sure. Let's have a look at your health. 18 hours. Let's drop a... yeah, we're going to drop a stun on it. Dark Aavak is going to back you up there. There we go. Managed to take it down. Keep it up. Couple of stray shots over here. Ugrak, I need you back there. Winterblade, going to need you over there as well. In fact, Ica, draw back. Winterblade is going to move up and take position there. And try and shield you from the worst of it. There we go. More and more of them on their way in. Dark Aavak keeping the stun ready. Got a good shot with the sniper weapon there. Shot the tail off. Really? Wow. Impressive, but okay. I mean, just the accuracy to take a Fennec Fox's tail clean off. My lord. Still got a couple feeding through, but not many left now. We could possibly bail out of this one. Dark Aavak and Lady Wolfheart. This is not the time, you two. They've started a social fight. As is their way, frankly. And that has meant that Siphon and Yoko have decided to head back for the moment because their master is no longer technically at war. There we are, they're no longer social. What set it off? Really, in the middle of this? Let's have a look. Lady Wolfheart compared Dark Aavak to a spider. This drove Dark Aavak into a rage and he began a fight. I mean, traditionally, that wouldn't bother Dark Aavak. In fact, you know, being compared to nature's architects would actually be a bit of a compliment. But he has a proud Warg heritage to defend here. How dare you, Lady Wolfheart? My lord. Let's have a look at you two. Okay, a couple... Lady Wolfheart, will you please stop trying to bite Dark Aavak's bionic limbs, okay? It's not going to work the way you hope it will. I'm surprised you got any teeth left. Dark Aavak, please also stop biting Lady Wolfheart. She isn't made of metal like you are, and your bite is a little bit more dangerous to her. My goodness, you two, please control yourselves. Okay, we've got quite a few people who are now in a bit of a rough way. Okay, you can head back. Bone Dragon, how you doing? 10 hours. Okay, you lost. You lost another toe. That is a bit of a pain. You can hang tight. Lady Wolfheart's dead in 16 hours. Dark Aavak, you have to bite so viciously? Really? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'll allow Dark Aavak to finish eating, though. Right, you need to come back, though. Get back there, please, and thank you, my lord. Seriously, guys. The wargs are heading back now. They have received the call. Ugrak, let's get you over there. Dark Aavak, could you drop a stun? Tonk. And stunned. Let's take him out. Pop. Okay, you missed. That was unfortunate. Ugrak, could you help deal with that? Well done. I think we've got 1 or 2 left. Now, am I playing this in the most efficient way? No, absolutely not. And by design, really. I feel that if you rely too heavily on a kill box, you can end up making the game trivially easy. And I try wherever I can to avoid that. So, yes, this was a messy fight, and I kept people out here, even when they really shouldn't have been out here. Specifically because I want to play through these kinds of battles in a more interesting way. Now, sadly, poor Donkey Foal is throwing up all of their dinner. But they're doing relatively well. Yeah, they're fine. Honestly, we don't even need to treat them at this point. They'd still be fine. We got a couple of butcherable corpses from that, though, which is actually pretty good. Now, with that in mind, I am going to tell everyone to reassign to cold weather worker gear. So let's get all of that done. And I'm going to allow them to take care of that as they want. Now, our doctors will prioritize taking care of people rather than changing clothes, so on and so forth. But I do kind of need you to not run away. You're going to tend to Ica. Well, I can't criticize you for that, I suppose. But let's make sure that everyone is taken care of as fast as we can, please, and thank you. Now, we've got a quest for some helpers. Knight Isaac Moses of the Broken Empire needs people to help explore a swamp. He's asking for 4 colonists to serve him for 12 days. That would take us out of the danger zone with the Broken Empire in terms of their goodwill. But 4 colonists is a lot of people. For 12 days as well? That's an awful lot of people. That's actually kind of terrible, if I'm honest. Not liking that at all. Alright. Yoko, Siphon, you're unrestricted. Go rest for a little bit. Our hauling donkeys, get back to hauling, please. The rest of you stay in the ranch. Right. Hopefully, Lady Wolfheart will lie down soon. We'll see. What's happening? There's still something out there? I'm hearing something attack something. Where? Fairly certain I was hearing it around here. Is there a fennec fox still up and about? Let's have a look at wildlife. No, they're all knocked out. Curious. Very curious, actually. Now, they'll die from toxic buildup anyway, even if they were fine otherwise. But our turrets, actually, I think this is one of the first times. I believe it has happened once or twice before, but this is the first time that an entire set of turrets has finally worn down the barrels and needed replacing in a long time. Ica, how are you doing? I'd super like it if you would just lie down. Oh, Lady Wolfheart, thank you. Taking care of Siphon. Dark Aavak will remember this. It'll bite you a little less dangerously next time. I mean, it's not going to promise that he won't bite you at all, especially when you're biting him, but still, he'll aim for areas where there are no arteries, perhaps, maybe, if he's feeling like it at the time. All right, let's... so much blood everywhere. Oh, my lord. All right, Dark Aavak, where are you off to? And what are you doing? You're feeding a simple meal. Lady Wolfheart, I actually need you to lie down. Will you please rest until healed? Lady Wolfheart. Struggling to the point that she may actually die. Alright, fine. Lady Wolfheart, go and rest. Rest until healed, please. Who else is in need of resting until healed? Ica. Fine, let's get you. I need to get a proper medical area, really. Rest until healed. Winterblade. Where's your bed, Winterblade? Are you in it? Yes, you are. Okay, rest until healed. Now, this is going to take a lot of our colonists out of action for a while, but it's going to be worth it. Siphon has developed an illness, infection in her right rear leg. Well, plop. Could you prioritize tending Siphon? Need to get that infection dealt with. And following that, prioritize tending Lady Wolfheart. Dark Aavak's wounds will fix themselves, and actually his head and his torso, well, they haven't, thankfully none of the bites occurred in his fleshy bits. Lady Wolfheart specifically bit only his bionic limbs, and he's immune to infection in bionic limbs, but his head and his torso could get an infection if completely untreated. Right, well, he's tending to Yoko, of course. Where is Yoko and how's she doing? She was in no immediate danger. Siphon took to the focus of the tending, followed thereafter by Lady Wolfheart. I approve. Replacing some of the traps, but oh my lord, so many corpses that now very badly need to be hauled off and disposed of. I would like to tell someone to tend the crematorium. However, the problem here... Oh, really, Dark Aavak, you've nabbed a bed? Well... I guess Winterblade is up and about, but no, well... No. Dark Aavak, I think you're going to go and rest in your own bed, please and thank you. Go rest until healed, and we're going to switch this one back to non-medical and assign it to Winterblade. Where are you, Winterblade? Now, this is one of the annoyances with not having a proper hospital yet, is having to faff around like this. Before you go to sleep, could you do me the solid of cleaning up all this blood? Because that creates a great deal of potential for infection. Oh, thank goodness, a psychic soothe. Randy is smiling upon us right now, sending us the good vibes, so that at the very least the males of the colony are a little bit less likely to go berserk. I appreciate this, Randy. I will never say that you don't, you aren't even with your application of drama. Whether it be the chaotic, everyone wants to kill each other kind, or the much more benign, everyone's just happy for no apparent reason, life is good. Either way, that was very good bloody timing there. Very good timing. Lady Wolfheart, could you do me a solid and just tend Dark Aavak? Doesn't strictly need it, but if he gets tended, he will recover a little bit faster. Why meds help out his bionic limbs from recovering faster, I have no idea. Perhaps they provide the nanites with more fuel to use. Bone Dragon is fully healed, though, and so let's pop that one back and assign it to Bone Dragon. Okay, right, well, for a little while now, the colony is going to be slowly getting back to normal. It's going to take us a while. We've got a lot of corpses to burn, an awful lot of damage to repair, and that is both to the base itself and to the people in it. I shall bring you back when hopefully times are a little bit more calm and less bloody. Welcome back, everyone. It is the 1st of April, May, and it is coming along towards 7 or just past 7 in the evening, and we've made some progress. As you can note, most of the internals of the base are now quite clean, and whilst not exactly well repaired, we are getting there little by little. Right now, a lot of our colonists have jobs to build traps, and the big problem with these traps is granite spike traps take an enormous amount of work to do, and so that is distracting our colonists quite a lot in some places. Now, some of them we have made of steel, and that is specifically so that I can rebuild them quickly, because they take significantly less work. 54 versus like several hundred. Steel spike trap down there, only 54 as well. Though, that being said, I'm actually going to get rid of these. I would rather these be granite spike traps going forward. Let's just replace a couple more of these down this hallway. There we go. Just make sure that that is heavily trapped wherever possible. However, we have managed to make a good couple of bionic limbs now. We've got prosthetic leg there. Where are the bionics? Or are they just purely the prosthetics that we've got? Let's have a quick look. You've got a prosthetic leg. I mean, they're not amazing. They're 85% efficiency, but that's a bit better than nothing, certainly. And, for example, Ugraku's got a peg leg and a kind of a messed up right foot and right leg as a result. Honestly, 2 prosthetic legs would be fantastic for Ugrak, so I think we might actually go for that. Let's take a quick look, though, at Bone Dragon. Let's have a look at your moving. Prosthetic leg, power claw, left little toe, left big toe. Having lost 2 toes, I mean, at the very least, if we gave you a prosthetic leg, your movement should be up to 85%. So I'm going to say that that might be worth doing for you. Moving for Ugrak is down at 66, though. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Bone Dragon and Ugrak for both of them. So let's go ahead and set up these operations. Install prosthetic leg, right leg, and also install prosthetic leg, left leg. So once you're under the effects of the anesthetic, you'll get both of those taken care of. And finally, let's go ahead and install a prosthetic left leg here as well. There we are, left leg. There we go. These should be taken care of in the reasonable future. Solwind, how are you doing? Let's have a quick look at you. You've got 21 days left on your paralytic abasia. You're kind of recreation deprived because I think you're utterly bored of watching television. Not as bored as just chatting with people, but still, it's getting up there. 1 patient, 2 patients awaiting medical procedures. There we are, Bone Dragon and Ugrak, both in position. Currently, Dark Aavak is busy cremating, though. We're getting rid of as many of these corpses as we can, so it's probably going to fall to Lady Wolfheart for the time being. We've only got the herbal meds to use for this, so hopefully that will be good enough. Well, I think it's about time, though, that we expand out our hydroponics system down here. We've got no Psych IT, which is actually a little bit embarrassing, frankly. You're cleaning trash. Well, after you've done that, how about, could you please just repair these for me? I hate to have to force you, because I prefer to allow you to tend to things at your own pace. That way you'll manage your various moods, but really we need this all dealt with now. Let's have a look at you. We will end up with a little bit of wood from this, which will actually be decent. Bone Dragon just kind of chilling, waiting for the operation to begin. Where is Dark Aavak? You know what, Dark Aavak, once you're done there, I'm going to clear your prioritized work. Let's just get this one sorted, and then hopefully you can go and perhaps even help with Bone Dragon's operation. You cleared your work. You're consuming ambrosia, maybe to lift your spirits a little bit. I'm down with that. Okay, still more work being done over here, though. Peps is getting a fair bit done. Oh! Failed in a minor way while operating on Ugrak. Oh dear. Let's have a look at that. Ugrak, how are you doing? You stabbed him in the torso? I wouldn't say there's a minor way. He's going to die in 13 hours. My lord. Alright. Fair enough. I guess that's the problem with having Lady Wolfheart doing it when she's in a particularly low mood. Dark Aavak having a little bit of meditation there. Okay, well, we'll try Ugrak again. I would say we'll go ahead and... yeah, we'll try twice. So, try the right leg now. You've got the prosthetic leg, okay. Dark Aavak managed that one alright. Taking a simple meal into inventory, going to feed Solwind. There we go. Now, Ugrak, let's have... well, we're not going to be able to measure the success of that operation on you, simply because you're under anesthetic, so we can't see how fast you can move or the efficiency of your movement. But regardless, we know the dealing with this is gonna help out. But there we are. I think that one went well. There you go. 2 prosthetic legs. Now, they're not as good as bionics. It's going to be a while before we get to bionics, certainly. Unfortunately, a few of our animals came down with the flu, and in fact, in one case, the plague, which is not amazing, but you know, it is a thing. Oh, you just gave birth. Well, that was actually quite nice. Okay, we've got a new donkey foal. Well, as it happens, you're going to be staying in the ranching area, and we're going to need a new name for you. Also, I would like you to be trained. Right, let's find out who Donkey Foal 1 really is. And there we go. Look, it had to be. It was Comrade Donkey's foal, okay? Ever since this was suggested to me in the comments a while ago, I knew it had to be. as much as I would like to name one of my patrons, certain things you just have to accept. And the Ekobadip has to be our church great, after all. And indeed, our revolution. And especially our comrade donkey. There we go. I really, really love to name after my viewers, but I couldn't turn that one down. All right, you know that it was the right thing to do. Right. Also, we have finally connected up the vents here, so we are seeing at this point the heat from this geotherm hooking through this room, to this room, and then to all of our bedrooms. This heat pipe is managing to heat the entire colony at the moment, which is actually quite impressive when you think about it. Though I'm going to have to install 2 more vents as well, just so that our peeps can move through this area. I will be replacing this with another door. I would like a double door going through here if I can. Have we set that up properly? No. Let's get that all sorted. Cargo pods have dropped. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, we've got a Neutromine, rather. Could anyone hop out there and grab these for me? I'd really like not to waste them. Bone Dragon, you're going to have to wake up, I'm sorry. Now, do we have another prosthetic leg, or I'm going to have to build a new one? I am going to have to build a new one, so I'm going to have to take that bill away for now. Sorry, I would love to give you a new leg, but alas no. Oh! The Red Snake Ambercan have decided to attack. They'll prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare your defense or attack them preemptively. Alright, well, looks like they've got... they're definitely determined this time. All melee, though. That is a bad move. A bad move. However, we're in a bit of a tricky situation down here. Okay, Dark Aavak, you're going to have to wake up. I really need you to rearm all of our turrets. That is an absolute must right now. I'm starting to get a little concerned about this one. A little bit concerned, to be certain. Alright. Well, with that, I've got a couple of peeps heading out. You're going to be able to grab the meds reasonably quickly. But following that, I'm going to need to get everyone re-equipped. And we may as well do that now. I'm going to assign... Ugrak, you're going to be out for this one, aren't you? Alright, soldier melee. Soldier melee. I'll wait for you to grab the best armor that you can have, and then we'll set you up properly. There we go. Starvation. Bone Dragon is starving. Well, hopefully you can go ahead and... You know what? Actually, clear prioritized work. Go and get some food. Oh, or, you know, equip. That will also work out. Can you grab the equipment? There you go. And they're beginning their attack. Alright, well, first and foremost, animals. Let's get Siphon and Yoko into the freezer. Dark Aavak, how you doing? Yeah, doing alright-ish. Lady Wolfheart taking care of some things over there, but I would like now for everyone to equip as soldier ranged. Let's get that going. Soldier ranged down here. Winter, actually no. Ugrak, you're gonna stay down for this one. I'd like you to stand down. Dark Aavak, need you on the move. Get up there. Don't want you outside anymore. In fact, no one else is allowed outside. Assign. Let's make sure that everyone is currently... well, Dark Aavak can be on Macabre, but everyone else needs to be on Squeamish for the time being. Stay indoors. Alright, Dark Aavak, go ahead and equip. Ideally. Come on, Lady Wolfheart. Alright, we're taking a little bit too long to get everyone equipped properly here. What are you currently doing? Taking insect meat into inventory. No, you're not. You're moving up here. If you're willing to do that, then you're already properly equipped. Lady Wolfheart, let's get you over there. Realistically, the ranged armor group right now, because we have so little ranged armor, just means that people take off their helmets. Which isn't exactly the best thing. Gonna be honest. Let's get you down here as well, please. Pepster, gonna need you over there. Winterblade, gonna need you here too. And that should give us about as good of a defense as we're gonna be able to get. And then peeps, up you go, and move quickly. They're gonna rush through this area, which means that we may end up stopping some of them. Okay, yeah, they're a little bit too focused right now. And as a result, they missed an opportunity. Okay, one enemy down on a trap. Well done. Is anyone else going to be moving through here? Ugrak. You are... Oh, you did get drafted. Sorry, mate. You go... No, you weren't. Strange. Why have you become drafted? You should be cold worker set up. Right, there we are. An enemy down. Good, good, good. Let them round the corner and open fire. Dark Aavak. I could have Blinding Pulse on a couple of them. Now that is going to mess with their ability to properly focus and engage. But it's a very expensive ability, that one. Let's stop Lobster. I don't think the others are going to get close enough. They're trying to veer off and take on my turrets, which is fine by me right now. Stop Carmel. Bone Dragon, if you could move up. Get in position to engage. Right, get out there. Winterblade, get out there as well. Help the Barks. Get down there into this fight. The others can handle it. I could push the limit and have Dark Aavak switch over to stunning here and then back out. That may actually be a wise move. Keep it up, Winterblade. There we go. You should be fine from incoming fire simply because you got a shield. Bone Dragon, get out there as well. This is actually turning out to be quite a reasonable way of fighting, I'm going to be honest with you. Oh my lord. Yoko is in incredible danger right now. Let's have a look at those wounds. Got stabbed in the body, the tail, the neck, and the right leg. Alright. Yoko, you're unrestricted. Get back as soon as you can. Dark Aavak, you're no longer drafted. Help Yoko. Everyone else should be able to deal with the enemies we've got out here. You guys chase them down if you can. And so with you, let's move down. Finish the job that we can. Dark Aavak, where are you headed? Let's get you wherever Yoko is going. Damn it, Yoko, come on. Need you to move. I may need to give Yoko a very specific location that they need to wait at. Winterblade got shot by a longbow, of all things. Move on down. Ugrak's taking care of things as best they can. Where is Yoko headed? We need to find out. You know, I'll let them go. Stand down for now. Yoko, are you heading... Oh, damn it. Dark Aavak was drafted, so Yoko was heading to where he was. Alright, Dark Aavak's heading down to the freezer. That's fine. That will mean that he'll be able to pick up some meds. Let Yoko get into bed. And immediately prioritize tending to Yoko. Grab the meds and get over there as fast as you can. Now, Dark Aavak's bionic legs will help out here. 2 hours on Yoko. It'll be fine. Dark Aavak can easily tend to Yoko in that time. Dark Aavak has saved someone by just pressing his hands on their legs and saved them from closer to death than that. This should be okay, especially given that he's using meds this time. But let's have a watch. Dead in 2 hours. 648% blood lost per day. Down to 248. Now he's reduced the death flag to 4 hours. To 7 hours. The tail wound, though. You almost lost your tail, Yoko. Down to 19 hours with the right, left leg tended. And finally, we've got the stab on the tail taken care of. Let's have a look at Yoko's battle log there. Let's see how that went down. Okay, so Yoko used her right claw to cut Caribou, scratching her left arm and left shoulder, so a rake right down the left side of their body. It started at the shoulder and then just travelled down the arm, possibly splitting the flesh down to the bone, gouts of blood going everywhere. But Caribou, not to be deterred, hit Yoko with a pierce from the spear, skewering Yoko's torso. Some missed hits there. Caribou then skewered Yoko's nose, leaving a clean hole, so that's the point your nose was completely shattered. Rotros hit Yoko with a pierce from her spear's point, wounding the neck. Then punched Yoko with her spear's point, puncturing her right rear left leg. Then Yoko cut Rotros with her left claw, wounding her torso and neck, so going for the important arteries there. Then Rotros stabbed Yoko in the tail, making her stumble from the injury. And then blood loss made Yoko collapse. Yoko actually went down in that. Full went down, my lord. That is uncommon. Poor Yoko. Her nose completely shattered. Well, you're not going to be as effective as a Bloodhound for a little while. Don't worry, we will get you some bionics to replace those lost extremities. Now, what we're going to do is, first and foremost, get everyone back to Cold Worker. All the way down, please. And I think it's time for us to have a look at what we're going to be researching next. And I think we now already have a good idea of what we're going to be researching next. Simple animal bionics. This will give us quite a few items. There's a animal ear implant, animal spine, animal jaw, simple animal nose. It'll be a replacement for now, but that needs to be done. And then later on we can go for full-on animal bionics. Don't worry, Yoko. We have the technology, or we will have the technology eventually, to make you stronger, better, faster, etc., etc. But for now, the best that we're going to be able to do is give you a functional nose, even if it isn't quite as functional, sadly. We do need some more helmets, though, badly. So let's pop down another 5 of those. As for the prosthetic leg, we need at least 1 more made. Let's have a look through everyone's health. Honestly, right now, we've got a lot of people who could do with a bit of a fix. I'm not going to replace this right arm. That was Aavak's teeth that did that. They're aching. But that's only dropped your manipulation by 10%. The prosthetic arm would not make that better. It would make it worse. However, yes, we're going to need... Well, no. Moving is at 88%. This wouldn't improve. The eye, though, we could only give you a more of a cosmetic replacement there. However, replacing your... Oh, you got a cut scar on your right eye. That is nastiness. But we do need the prosthetic leg for Bone Dragon. Pepster, your arm was completely destroyed, so we do need a prosthetic arm for you. So let's add this one in. Make prosthetic arm. There we go. Get one of those done for Pepster. Winterblade, let's have a look at your health. You should be fine, actually. Ugrak, you're also generally fine. Okay, so we've got a couple of prosthetics to make. A prosthetic leg and a prosthetic arm, as well as several helmets that need to be made for us. But actually, we'll move down the shred mechanoids to the bottom bill, so that that'll be done only if we actually need the materials. If they can make the prosthetics that I want, I would like them made. But there we go. That was actually a pretty rough battle, all things said and done. Now, we could have planned that battle a little bit better, drawing back, taking a couple of shots, falling back, using our mortars, of course. But I'm kind of holding on to those right now, since we don't have mortars as a research yet. I don't believe we can manufacture more mortar shells, so I'd rather keep those for counter-mortaring a siege and perhaps forcing them out of their defensive position. But all things said and done, I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. We've actually made a decent bit of progress and been through a couple of battles. Some of the best progress that we've made is further reducing the animosity between ourselves and the Broken Empire. 1 more captive released, and we will no longer have to worry about being attacked by the Broken Empire. As for the actual hostiles, we've got the people of Branna, a fierce tribe. They're always going to tend towards hostility. We've got the Northern Wassistan, a rough outlander union. Again, they'll always tend towards hostility, though they're particularly unhappy with us right now. But that will tend back towards -80 no matter where we manage to pull it up. That would be a lot of work to keep that in a positive. And then, of course, we've got the 2 actual pirate factions. The pirate tribe, the Red Snake Ambercan, and the Shanka Rig, the pirate band of off-worlders. We have enough enemies right now that as soon as we can bring the Broken Empire back into a state of relative, neutrality with us, that will be a really, really big thing for us, and will allow us to start progressing a lot more. But for now, I think overall we are doing relatively well. Why did I put the turkey on everything, and Siphon was stuck in the freezer. That's fine. Siphon can handle the cold of our... We literally can't make a room cold enough that it would bother Siphon. Let's have a look at your lowest. It's -40. If we had a tiny room, maybe a 2x2 with 2 coolers at full blast, we might be able to chill it to the point that it would bother Siphon. But for now, Siphon really genuinely doesn't care. And instead, Siphon was probably just enjoying being able to rest it in basically a massive room full of food that he would enjoy. But for now, we're going to have to wrap things up there. I really do hope you enjoyed, though, and will be joining me for the next. We have finally made our way all the way to the animatory, so in the next episode, I hope to set up a proper meditation area there so that some of our tribal converts can start honoring the animatory and maybe gaining some silent levels. And furthermore, we can now start work on the new bedrooms. I have done enough work now to link up all of the heat sources, so we now have a proper central heating heat pipe that I think it's time for us to get on with setting up some new quarters for our people, and that, I imagine, will help quite a lot as well. But that is going to be it from us for today. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll be joining me for the next, and as ever, I look forward to your feedback in the comments down below. But until next time, take care, everyone.